Hello guys, welcome once again, and this is Chinex right here. So I hope you had an amazing week trading the financial market. Really quickly, I'm going to be taking us through what we did last week through our forecast, and then we're going to see how it all played out, and then from there we are going to see what we can expect moving forward for the week, alongside exposing some truths to us along the process. Okay, so stay with me guys and watch very closely. Okay, so on my screen is GBP USD on the 4-hour time frame, and I told you GBP was in this ascending channel pattern, and I said we could most likely expect to see a break below this area. Okay, probably break through this demand, or this demand could give us a form of reaction to the upside, and then we break through the demand, and then we expect to see a form of retest, a breakout and a retest of the trend line, and then we excuse me, and then we continue dumping further. Okay, so what did we see so far? So far we can see that we had a breakout. We actually broke below the demand. I just below this demand right here. So we actually broke below, and then we kind of began to do a retest, but you see the trend line couldn't really hold us very firm, so we are going up further. So I'm currently really looking at this supply area, but let's do a rundown from the higher time frame. Okay, so let's look at the daily time frame. Okay, so from the daily time frame, what I can see here is there is this demand level here that is actually a valid one, so pay attention to it. It actually caused a valid break of structure up here. Okay, and you could see this like a form of liquidity tool for this demand area. So we have this supply area here that has caused this transition, this shift to the downside on the daily time frame. So I'm expecting a tap of this supply area here, and then further downfall first to this demand level, and once that level breaks, we can target lower levels, okay, like the one below we have been expecting, which is this one down here. Okay, let's look at the 4-hour time frame quickly and see what to expect there for GBP USD. Okay, so for GBP USD on the 4-hour time frame, we see a clear picture of my zone. So this is where I have the zone up there for the supply that caused this shift to the downside. Okay, so I'm expecting a reaction from here. Okay, so this is a valid high. If this point breaks by any chance on the flip side, then it's gonna mean that this was more like a liquidity grab, and price didn't really need to tap on this demand. Okay, but I don't really expect that to play out, so I expect us to at most rally up here and begin a downpour. Okay, that's for the 4-hour, and I said this is it first, and then from here we go lower. Okay, so let's look at the 1-hour time frame for GBP USD. Okay, so for GBP on the 1-hour, we can see that we are forming bullish funds of bullish litigations. We change character at this level, and ever since then price has been rallying up to the upside. Okay, so price has been going to the upside and creating a form of liquidity on the downside. Okay, so around this area here. Okay, so let's see how price reacts on this level on the 1-hour. So that's that. We have this supply level up here that we had a partial mitigation of. So if by any chance this level fails, then we can expect a deeper mitigation of this level. Okay, but that's secondary. Primarily, I'm expecting a reaction from this level. So that's what I'll be looking at for the week, guys. That's what I'll be looking at. So you could look at that too with me. And if you want to be updated at what's going on in these charts, make sure in my communities, either the private community or my free community on Telegram, make sure you're following me closely on those communities, and also ensure you've subscribed to this video so that you could also get notified when we drop more content moving forward, and share the video with friends too who you would like to get access to benefit from vital information like this, because as I always say, what you don't see on the chart you pay with your money. Okay, so share the video with other people, other traders out there, so they can also see and be enlightened, And then if you have questions, like I always say, use the comment section, okay, and I'll be right there to give responses to all of your questions. So guys, let's see how this plays out. So that'll be all for GBP right now. If the breakout of this trend is confirmed, if the breakout is confirmed, then there's a high chance this will not hold for long. Okay, if this fails, then we are coming down here. Okay, so let's look at XAU USD, guys. Let's look quickly at XAU USD. Okay, so on my screen right now is XAU USD, and where did the market close for last week? So last week on XAU we had that okay, it was around this area. So this was, okay, let me mark that out. So this is the area where we had the market close last week. Okay, so I told you guys that for me this was more like a breakout of a trend line and a retest of a trend line. Okay, and I was expecting a rally up first to this supply here, and then from there I expected the downfall we are seeing right now. Okay, but somehow it didn't really go exactly as said. Okay, and then I discovered what happened, okay, along the line. So what happened was this area right here, you can see that has proved to hold price all the while. Apart from being a strong supply area, it's a strong resistance area. Okay, so if you check back, so let's just do the check back. Okay, so let's begin the forecast. Okay, so what we see is that instead of price coming up to this area, the meltdown happened from here. Okay, and I'm gonna be telling you why alongside the forecast for the week. So guys, let's do a top-down view of this. Okay, so firstly on the daily time frame, that horizontal row you see there, the horizontal line is that particular supply area, and let me see if I can show you some other places that we had interactions with that line. So currently where we are is one of the places. This is another area where we had an interaction with that line. Okay, so yeah, you can see another area right here. We had another interaction with that line here. Okay, so let's see if I can show you probably one more. Okay, so we can see those three. So if you go back in time, you find many more of that. Okay, so let's not really stress further. Let's just continue from where we are right now. Okay, so that area, like I said, is a very strong resistance area to price, and that's why you can see multiple rejections of that area. So in the meantime, we saw a rejection from this level here. We saw another rejection here. Okay, so let's see what can we expect here. So what we can expect here is this was the last valid demand level, which gave us a pull up here, and then you can see a break. So it gave us a pull up to this very strong resistance area, and then we had a breakdown. Okay, so from this breakdown, following structures, you can agree with me that this is a strong point. So we can expect to see reactions from this level, and then definitely bring us down to this level. Okay, so I believe everyone will agree with me because this is basic structures. Okay, now let's look at it on a lower time frame, like the 4-hour time frame. Okay, so on the time frame like the 4-hour, you see that we had a breakout and then we had a retest. So it was a struggle, like a struggle for power, right? So we're having a struggle between this trend line here, okay, that has been holding firm for a couple of January, ending of December to January, it has been holding firm. Okay, and then this horizontal row I have here that has been holding firm for a couple of over 3 years now. Okay, so definitely this is a stronger one. This is a stronger one. So I believe I took side with the weaker power, so to say. Okay, so guys, this is exactly what happened, and then we saw that the trend line tried to hold but could not hold us for long, and bounced us up, but we couldn't break through the supply that was created here, and then the downpour began. Okay, the downpour began. So here we have a valid break of structure to the downside. So I'm entirely bearish on gold right now, so I expect further continuations of the bearish intent at least till this level right here. So this demand I've marked out. So what I'm expecting on the 4-hour time frame is a rally up and a mitigation of a form of supply up here, and then a continuation to this demand here. Okay, that's my expectation for the 4-hour time frame. And the whole of this area here is our daily supply area. Excuse me, it's our daily supply area, and we have two zones here, this okay and this one here. Okay, but this one here is a more valid area for me, so I'll be looking at expecting a reaction of this side. So if price reacts very firmly from here, then we dump to this area. Okay, so from here we can now know what to do next, because structurally this area is supposed to be taken out. So if price breaks through here, then we continue the downfall. Okay, but failure to break through here, we can see a descent right to the upside. Okay, so I don't expect this area to break in a hurry, so this is our first target for the shorts in the week. Okay, so stay in touch so we can keep giving you updates. Okay, lastly, let's look at the 1 hour time frame, guys. So on the 1 hour time frame for gold, what we have here is very simple, just a clear definition of what we have seen moving forward. So on the 1 hour, I'm expecting price to continue the rally up. Okay, so at market open, I expect to see, further continuation of this rally up to this area. Okay, and then probably shorts. Okay, I expect to see the market shut down from that area on the chart. Okay, so guys, that will be all for now. If you have any questions so far on the chart, do well to let me know. Let me just take this off right now, not saying it keep it anymore. So if you have any questions so far on what we have said, do well to use the comment section, and do not make the mistake of not clicking the subscribe button. So just take out 2 seconds of your time and just click on the subscribe button right now, so that you can get notified. You could also turn on your notification, okay, so you'll be the first to be notified when we drop contents like this. Okay, and share this to fellow traders. Come on, there's no need being greedy with knowledge. Okay, there's no need to hoard these things. Okay, so share it so that every other person will be enlightened and do the right thing with their trading. Okay, so guys, do have an amazing week ahead. See you guys next week.